Mystery of the Eucharist in the Life of the Church, paragraph 48 states, "We also need to keep in mind that the celebration of the Eucharist presupposes that communion already exists, a communion which it seeks to consolidate and bring to perfection. The Eucharist is the sacrament of ecclesial communion, as it both signifies and affects most fully the communion with Christ that began in baptism. This includes communion in its visible dimension, which entails communion in the teaching of the apostles, in the sacraments, and in the Church's hierarchical order. Likewise, the reception of Holy Communion entails one's communion with the Church in this visible dimension. We repeat what the U.S. bishops stated in 2006. If a Catholic, in his or her personal or professional life, were knowingly and obstinately to reject the defined doctrines of the Church, or knowingly and obstinately to repudiate her definitive teaching on moral issues, however, he or she would seriously diminish his or her communion with the Church. Reception of Holy Communion in such a situation would not accord with the nature of the Eucharistic celebration, so that he or she should refrain. Reception of Holy Communion in such a situation is also likely to cause scandal for others, weakening their resolve to be faithful to the demands of the gospel. As we continue to reflect on the mystery of the Eucharist in the life of the Church, we arrive at one of the most talked about issues when it comes to the Eucharist. Those in public life who are Catholic, but who in their public life choose not to support or live all the fundamental teachings of the Church. We may see this as a singling out of one or another political party or participant, or even a group of people. But this issue is much larger than one or two individuals. It touches all of us. We all have a private, intimate existence with God, with close family and friends who serve as confidants. And beyond that, we lead lives in what the Church often refers to as the public square. With the advent of social media and technology that allows us to all communicate to masses of people, even this message is coming to you most likely from social media, we may feel as though all our lives are public, every last moment at times. Some of us have even made careers out of being what the world labels as influencers. I don't count myself among them. We fail to see the influence and example that our lives portray as important to the Eucharist and teaching about its importance. All of us who share communion with the Lord, who seek communion and unity in the world and in the Church, must try our best at all times to allow our beliefs, our lives, and the teachings of the Lord as given by the Church to exude that consistent hope for unity in all we say and in all we do, wherever we may be. In today's Gospel, we hear, "If you remain in my word, you will truly be my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." May you hear the Lord's truth this day in your own life, and may that truth lead to a greater freedom in how you live.